Hi Arthur, you're here at the protests on the 4th of October 2013, and can you tell us what brought you here today?
Yes, I saw that Patrick had put a pledge on the internet, and I empathise with Patrick. So I thought, yes, it's time we came together as a group and let these people know that we're on the case, we're chasing them.
Okay. Now, do you have a personal experience in these particular
Yes.
courts?
Not
RCI now, Royal Courts of Injustice.
No, not in these courts.
But you have in another
My
case.
problem is the Scottish courts.
Okay.
Unlike Patrick, I was quite successful in 2005 against Inland Revenue.
Okay.
And so much as, well, I didn't win the case, but I didn't lose the case. But I believed at that time that case was merely a diversion against the attack on my property by the owners or the developers of both of the Radison Hotel in Glasgow.
Okay, so you're connected to the Radison Hotel, are you?
Oh no, my building is.
Okay.
Adjoins the Radison Hotel, and I've been fighting
So,
the Radison Hotel since
Okay,
1984-85.
Can you just clarify for me, please, just so that people get it absolutely clear? You live in the Radison Hotel, or your landlords are the Radison
No.
Hotel?
No, my premises is next door to the
Okay.
Radison Hotel.
Okay, I've got
The
you.
Radison Hotel is not yet completed,
Okay,
okay? And they can't complete the Radison Hotel until they take over my property.
okay,
But they don't want to buy my property. They think I should be presenting my property to them as a gift.
as
You're
they
laughing.
do in all cases.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
let me just film your flyer here
yes.
so that people can see. It says my corrupt Glasgow City Council. Okay, Arthur. So,
The developers and the builders of the Radison Hotel who got a grant from my corrupt Glasgow City Council of £32.5 million to build their hotel.
okay,
The hotel was supposed to, is reputedly to have cost £65 million to build.
okay,
Hence, half of the money came from the poor citizens of Glasgow.
okay,
Glasgow City Council came into the fight to try to force me out of my property by pretending not to receive from me documents which related to the relief of rates, commercial rates for the building. Now, for 13 years, they denied receiving these documents, getting sent in regular intervals from numerous localities. And that caused me to take the action to court in the Court of Session in Edinburgh.
yeah, okay,
When I first applied, as it shows you in this booklet, when I first applied the document,
sorry, I'm trying to get as much in. It's very windy.
you'll get that on my website.
Yeah, anybody can get that on the
yeah,
website.
on the website.
But yeah,
Lord Wilman scored out all the points that he thought.
a lord scribbled the points out.
Lord Wilman scribbled out all these points that
Okay.
he thought were irrelevant.
Okay. Wow. That's typical though, isn't
So-
it, for corrupt judges? They do that.
So what I did do was I prepared a new document. And the second document,
Okay.
I removed all the points that the sheriff or the Lord reckoned was incompetent. However, I was also asked if I would include a lie within my pleadings,
Yeah.
and I refused to do that. The section at the top right hand corner of this page is handwritten by Lord Roman.
Okay, and what does it say?
Oh dear. Basically it says I can't take this matter any further unless I have two QCs to sign the document.
Okay, and what does the document comprise of exactly, in very layman's terms?
In layman's terms, it's a petition to recall the summary warrant applications made by Glasgow City Council. The
Okay.
unlawful summary warrant applications
Okay.
by Glasgow City Council.
So basically, they want you out of your property,
Yes,
and they want your property
yes.
without having to pay for it.
That's correct.
Okay, and you are, where are you now with this issue? Where do you stand now with this issue?
Well, of the number of people who have been involved in trying to force me out of the property, we're talking Marylebone and Warwick and Balfour, an
Okay.
international company who seems to have disappeared from the records of Company's House. The subsidiary company,
So were they liquidated or
I don't know.
bankrupt,
I
or
don't know.
have they sort of named themselves as they do?
I do not know.
Okay.
They have disappeared. Both the number of the company and the name of the company have disappeared from the records of
Company's House.
Company's House.
Okay.
The subsidiary company, the people who are responsible for the actual development of the site, have also went into administration.
Okay. Is it on account of your petition that they've done that? Do you think?
Not on account of the petition, on account of the legal action.
That's what I mean.
And surprisingly enough, they won the legal action.
They won it, but
They won.
Yeah.
But
Did they win fairly, or was that
no,
was it?
no.
When you when you say somebody wins, you have to be very, very careful. Sorry, because that has to be defined. You know, corruption isn't, considered to be a win as far as I'm concerned. It's foul play, and it's not in accordance with rule of law.
Right. Let's say that
They got the verdict.
they got a verdict,
Judge.
a judgment that suited them.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is very common.
Right. However,
How did they arrive at that?
I choose how to arrive at it. I don't know. The matter went to appeal at the Court of Session in Edinburgh,
Yeah.
and I challenged that decision.
Okay. So do
And I
you?
wanted to take the matter to the European Courts of Justice.
Okay.
And to prevent that from happening, the parent company disappeared. The company, the principal company, the developer, which was MBW Argyle Street Limited, went into administration. The solicitors went into administration. That's unusual for a firm of solicitors to go into administration.
So they were on the run, basically.
The engineers went into administration.
Wow.
The scaffolders went into administration. The
Wow.
hotel owners went into administration.
Wow. That's massive. So what is it about this hotel?
All bar 3 of the 13 companies went into administration.
So
And
what
one
is
of
it?
the other companies changed its name.
So tell me, what is it about this building, this Radison
The
Hotel?
Radisson Hotel in
Yeah,
Glasgow.
yeah. What is it that has caused these people to go running? What's the motive behind that, do you think?
To escape justice.
Okay, so they recognised that there'd been some sort of
Yes.
skullduggery going
Yes.
on, and to such an extent that they feared the repercussions and consequences.
Yes.
Okay, so
If I manage to get it to the European Court.
Okay, and is there any information online that people can get hold of? How can they get hold of it?
They can get a hold of everything online if they log on to Corrupt Glasgow 2014. No, Corrupt Glasgow 2014.com.
Okay.
And that relates to the transactions that took place or how they achieved the site,
Yeah.
i.e. the number of buildings that went on fire or were demolished through Section 13 orders, illegal Section 13 orders, or compulsory purchase orders,
Okay.
again illegal
Okay.
or unlawful, and which is all wrong.
Okay, well, interestingly enough, I have Scottish media groups in my case. I don't know if you know about them.
I know Scottish Media Group, and
Well, they're called Scottish TV now because they changed their name as well. It's probably something that's commonly done in corruption cases.
of course it is, and just coincidence, right?
Yeah,
Before it became the Scottish Media Group,
yes.
it used to be called STV.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's an old one, isn't it, STV?
Ah, so they've reverting back to their old name.
Yes.
Okay, and it's interesting because there's 10 guilty people in my case,
Yes.
and NTL are involved, and they changed their name to Virgin Media.
Yes. That happens all
And
the time.
Helen Alexander, who is a Bilderberger, she basically was Helen Mary Alexander, and now she's distanced herself from Scottish TV, and she's now calling herself apparently Helen Ann Alexander to confuse people.
Yes.
And she's apparently working for City of London Police as well, connected to, and so when you see the stench
Yes.
and filth that's in my case
Yes.
on the Farrell report,
Yes.
.net, you will see the extent of the same types of activities that you're talking about.
Yes.
But in my case, you've got the London bombings involved, the shooting of John Charles Menendez, you've got as many suspicious deaths of TV network executives, 2 of my friends last year, and a number of other people. But anyway, I'm just saying that on record because you're talking about a similar...
It's a similar occurrence
Yes,
in Scotland.
it is. It must be quite common then when there's a big case. But what I don't understand about your case is what is behind this Radison Hotel. There must be something more to it than them just wanting your property. There
Well-
must be something more to that.
Well, first of all, the Radison Hotel, although it's been open since 2003, does not have proper planning consent. The planning consent that was granted in 1999, July 1999, it was only applied for a month prior to that, in June 1999. It must have been a record a planning application. That application was void during the planning application period because the original plans showed a service lane between my building and their building. But they deliberately built up to the edge of my building, deliberately undermining the foundations of the building. And they also deliberately dug a trial pit immediately outside the front entrance of my property so that no clients or customers or even personnel could enter into the property. Now, the hotel isn't finished, so therefore it should not be open. So,
Is there a health and safety risk?
well, there must be. There is no car parking facilities in the hotel for visitors. The visitors have to use the most expensive car park in Great Britain, which is the NCP car park across the road from the Radison Hotel. And I find that very unusual.
So are you still living in the property now?
Yes,
You're
I've
still
had
living
to.
there?
Yes.
Okay, and basically, what brings you to the process? I mean, are you actually exposing that specifically, or are you aware of other cases that are similar to yours?
I'm aware of many other cases in Glasgow where Glasgow City Council have corruptly bankrupted people to acquire their properties. And
Okay,
it's happening far too often.
it's happening here as well on a massive scale.
Yes, and what surprised me when I came down to London is on the way down to London I thought things were bad. And when I got here I realised things were worse. and sadly I've had to take this step to try to slow down this mechanism. I won't win. I don't expect to win. I never have done. But I'll keep on opposing it as long as I can.
Okay, well,
Because what the powers that be are trying to do is create a third world war.
yes.
The unemployment situation as it is just now is deliberate. It's not accidental. There's plenty of work to be done, especially in Scotland, where the potholes are ridiculous.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any person on the dole, especially because Glasgow next year holds the Commonwealth Games in 2014, and I'd be embarrassed for people to come in to visit my city, never mind country, in its present state. I suspect they'll have a big road surfacing programme planned between now and the beginning of the Commonwealth Games.
Okay, so what would you tell the public, and what would you tell people to go, to not to go to those games?
I would tell people to go to the games.
You would?
I would, right?
Why?
Because the athletes have trained for quite some time to take part in this competition. But the point which I would like to bring forward is the Commonwealth Games this year are getting held in Glasgow, which is in Scotland. And Scotland is now the only country in the Commonwealth that can't lodge a devolution issue minute to the Privy
Can't lodge
Council.
a what? Sorry?
A devolution issue minute.
Okay, can you explain what that is?
Yes, a devolution issue minute is reasons why a person does not feel that he is receiving a fair trial or hearing in his own country.
Okay.
Okay, people in Canada can apply to go to the Privy Council in London and express their fears of why they're not getting a fair hearing. Scotland is now the only country in the Commonwealth which is not permitted that. And that came into being in 2010. I've been trying to lodge a devolution issue minute through the courts in Glasgow since I think 2003.
Okay, and you haven't been able to do...
Devolution issue minute.
Okay.
And
That's
I'll
a
maybe
Privy
try,
Council.
yes, and I'll maybe try and send you a copy of mine.
Okay.
So,
So,
I wouldn't like it to go in public yet.
yeah. Okay, so is there a website people can get hold of you?
Yes, there is. As I said, the website is www.corruptglasgow2014.com.
Good. So anybody that wants to find your information, will they be able to find your documents that you just showed us?
No, they'll get referred to other websites,
Okay.
such as corruptscotland.com,
Okay.
which holds all the information regarding my court case on it.
Okay.
What I haven't logged on these things yet, because I didn't believe, I seriously couldn't believe the level of corruption
Yeah.
could be as high as what it is.
Well, what's the percentage, would you say, in 100
What?
of corruption? Yeah.
99.8.
Wow.
I'm sorry. the level of corruption within
Yes.
the legal service in Scotland, 99.8. The level of corruption within Glasgow City Council by the executives, 150%.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, what these people get up to is unbelievable.
It's the lives that these people destroy
Yeah,
is horrendous.
yeah,
Totally horrendous, and they don't realise. No, they do realise. They don't care. They don't have a caring bone.
they're very cold,
And
aren't
they're
they?
cold. To say they're cold means they've got feelings.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry. They have no feelings.
yeah. All right, thank you, Arthur. We've got to sign off now because my battery's about to
That's
walk
okay.
out. I want to just take some shots of the banners just
Yes,
before.
no problem.
All
I'll
right.
step out your road.
Okay, well, nice to talk to you. Thank
And to
you
you.
for the information. It's very, very
My pleasure,
useful.
sir.
And
Yeah.
keep protesting. Keep
I'll do it
protesting.
myself.
Keep protesting.
I will do.
All right.
I will.